what it is, 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 what it is. Let me make sure this is good. I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube. All right, give me a few seconds to get this together. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give you guys some time to get into this live feed. All right, give you guys some time to get into this live feed. You guys gonna have to pardon me here for a second. I'm just recuperating from a little flu bug, but I'm good. All right. So with that being said, it's ironic that I'm gonna talk about the coronavirus. All right, I did a video about the coronavirus and took it down. All right, so I'm making an attempt to share some to let you know the virus. Okay. This video, I'm gonna read off some notes and Mark Christopher, he actually did an excellent job. He did in breaking down what the coronavirus is really about. So with that being said, I want to give thanks to the Great Spirit just for allowing me, hey, just to be a vessel, you know what I mean, to bring information to the people, and giving thanks to all my ancestors. You feel me? Once again, guys, you know, just to let you know, I'm not sure why I'm losing reception, but you know, we'll give it some time to see what's going on, and we should be okay. All right, because it seems like everything is good. Connection is also good. So let's rock and see what's good. I have a backup. I have my my hotspot on my phone as a backup just in case. All right. So we're gonna talk. Like I said, I want to give some credit to Mark Christopher, who did an amazing job. Everything is beautiful, family. Everything is beautiful. As you could see, Chief Kalanago is still here. All right, not getting caught up in the distractions and all the BS. All right, we got too much work to do, and that's what I'm about. Okay, so let's get right into this. Right, coronavirus. All right, there's this big epidemic of coronavirus that's going around, that's literally taking over the world. It's global. All right, so we're gonna get into exactly what corona is. Now, don't get me wrong. All right, there is actually a flu going around, but the flu is not coronavirus. Coronavirus is completely something different. Corona is something different. And because you see, they're speaking in codes, they're in symbols, all right? And only a few people are supposed to get that message, all right? But hey, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you tell people anyway, they're going to believe what they want to believe, all right? But I'm just here to drop the information and you do what you want with it. It's that simple, right? So again, please be mindful, okay? There is a flu that's going around. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go get the flu shot, all right? Nobody could force you, all right, to get the flu shot. There's vaccinations, all right? Don't let them force you or put that poison in your children, all right? You know, just make sure you take care of yourself and you'll be okay. But we are going to talk about corona, and this is what we're going to do. So they're talking about this this worldwide global epidemic. So what does corona mean? I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get into this. All right. We're going to get into this because you see, people perish for the lack of knowledge. But the matter is, okay, so I'm not coming clear. I wonder why is that? Can you hold up? Let me see something. I'm not sure what's going on. Share my screen and we're gonna get into this. Audio is good. I'm not sure why I'm not coming in. Now, if you guys could hear me, and please just press 1. Just put 1 in the chat if you could see or hear me, please. Because there's nothing I could really do right now, honestly, because everything looks good on my side right now. All right. If you guys could hear and see me, just hit 1 so we could proceed, because I would like to share my screen. All right, good. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. And it says, but choppy. And we'll be all right, okay? we'll be good. All right. My volume is low. Man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Well, some people are saying we are good and some people are saying we are not. So, you know, audio is a little choppy. I can see, but it's just not that clear. Okay, well, like I said, right now everything seems to be clear on my end, but let's just try to get through this. All right, let's get through it. Hopefully everything is going to be okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, share my screen. And let us get into exactly what the corona is. What is corona? All right, let's get into this. We have images here, all. Okay, now, corona is, all right, there's a slight delay. There's a slight delay. Let me just make sure that it comes up on the screen. Here we go. All right. So we're really gonna get into what corona means. All right. I'm not talking about the flu. Yes, there's a flu going around. It's a bug. And what is corona? Corona is a glowing circle of light around an object during a total solar eclipse. The word corona refers in a general sense a circle or ring of light. Scientific terms, a corona is a very outer part of the sun's gaseous atmosphere. So basically, essentially, what is corona? Corona is the glare of the sun, the golden glare of the sun, the halo of a crown. That's what corona is. So what are they telling you? They're telling you that the world is having an epidemic. It's a financial crisis where they're getting rid of the fiat currency. They're getting rid of the promissory notes, and the currency is going to be backed by a gold standard. Okay, the crown, the gold. All right, that's what's happening right now. Okay, so just so y'all know, I've been telling you guys that for a very long time. The fiat currency is going to crash. Go look at videos. I've been telling you that for years now. All right, it's here. The corona is here. Okay, and it's a global epidemic taking over the world globally. All right, what does it mean? A halo, a glow, the golden rays of the sun. Corona. All right, now let us look at images of corona. It reminds you of a halo. Okay, the sun. All right, here we go. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Okay, that's all corona is. Don't let nobody fool you. So I will break a few things down for you, but let's proceed a little bit here. Give me a second. All right, let's proceed here for a second. All right, like I said, I did some notes, and so far only one person, allegedly have actually died from the coronavirus. Now, here's the thing, okay? If this is actually an epidemic, it's a pandemic, all right, that's going around and spreading all over the world, how is that more people died from getting the flu than the coronavirus? Literally, about 15, I would say, let me see. Give me a second here for a second, right? Look at this. How many people die from flu in the US every year? I'm showing y'all the facts. The facts. And do your own research. Okay? The CDC predicts that at least 12,000 Americans will die from the flu in any given year. Okay? In any given year, at least 12,000 people will die from the flu. And so far, if this is such an epidemic, only one person have died in the US allegedly from the coronavirus. So obviously they're not talking about that kind of epidemic. It's all codes. It's all symbolic. All right. And the unsuspecting mind will not know what they are talking about. Okay. Don't know what they are talking about. All right. So what they're doing now, everything they're doing is literally, it's an illusion. All right. Now, a quarantine, they're putting, you know, what they call them, the people who respond to emergencies. All right. They're putting them in all these different places, you know, to get ready to quarantine people. Now, I'll tell you exactly why they're going to do that. All right. But let's get into that. Quarantine is a restriction on the movement of people and goods, which is intended to prevent the spread of a disease or pest. Like I said, so far one person have died. All right. So what exactly are they talking about? They're talking about the currencies. Like I said, just to reiterate, the currencies, the global currency is literally going back. It's back to gold. All right. It's back to gold. The yen. All right. The pound, the US, Russia, they're all going back to gold. Now, the Federal Reserve banks, remember, they are private banking. All right. The Federal Reserve banks are private. All right. And they are private all around the world. So they're not going to make it public that they're going back to a gold standard. They're not going to do that. All right. They are not going to do that. All right. But we'll get into the quarantine a little bit. We'll get into that. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why they're doing that. All right. But the Federal Reserve banks are all private. So it's only people who are able to read codes. All right. That's why it's on all the news channels, because they're speaking symbolically, and people who know will get it, and they are preparing themselves. The unsuspecting mind, okay, which is the average Joe or Jane, they will not know that. So once the currency is kicked back into gold, people that already been struggling, they're going to struggle more. All right. So now they're making it seem like it's a virus epidemic, so they could put quarantine in place so that they could control if there is a breakout. All right. All right. Like I told y'all before, y'all want to spend time in division and fighting each other when we should be uniting, because I keep telling y'all, I did a video, I think it was last year or a couple years ago, when I told you Trump said what? Okay. The only way for America to be great again is the people have to suffer and come out of the suffrage. And you see, like I said, it's here now. And I'm not saying that to make you be afraid of anything. I'm just telling you that how you need to prepare yourself for this. All right. Now, the Federal Reserve banks in the US has cut interest rates even more. All right. So let's see if we could get into that. Here we go. Still sharing my screen. And I'll tell you, Lithium Trig, I'll tell you exactly why they put 1.5 trillion into the economy. I'll tell you exactly why. And you're absolutely right. Because no, it's not back with gold. Not yet. And I'll tell you why they're pumping money into the economy. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Like I said, everything is done, all right, in codes. That's a great question. All right. So I'm going to come back to that. Please, if I forget, remind me, but I'll make an effort to remember that. Okay. Now, central banks have far less ammunition to save the global economy from coronavirus. All right. Several central banks around the world, including the US Federal Reserve, have lowered interest rates to support their economies amid the corona outbreak. What does that mean? It means that they are lowering the interest rate so low that people could buy into the fiat currency, because they want to get rid of that. Okay? They want to get rid of it, because once everything turned around, okay, on the turnaround of the outbreak or the epidemic, is going to be gold and silver standard. Okay? So that's what they are planning. All right? Now, so like I said before, we all know that the fiat currency, it hasn't been backed by gold, all right, for a very, very long time. So it has no value. But yet still people are killing each other for a worthless piece of paper. All right. But anyway, we are here to put this in perspective. All right. So just so you know, once again, the coronavirus is nothing but an illusion. And they tell you, well, hey, the coronavirus is coming from China. Well, why China and not the US? Why China and not Russia? Why China and not Britain? Well, let's get into that here for a second. Okay. Now, the top 10 gold producing countries. Brothers and sisters, people of the world, take note. Now, I know a lot of you that's hearing this. Okay, you will hear the truth, but cognitive dissonance is going to kick in and you're going to get mad and hate. But watch, like I told y'all before, Chief Kalanago is always on point, but y'all going to learn the hard way if you so choose. All right, let me drink. I got a little honey and lemon. So I was actually trying to catch corona and actually caught the flu. Ain't that a blend? All right, but don't worry, I'm gonna get me some of that corona though. Believe that. All right. But anyway, here we go. Top 10 gold producing countries. You have China, number 1, 3.99.7 tons for every year. China has been the top producing nation, accounting for 12% of the global mine production. That's why it had to come from China. China is the BRIC city. All right. It's a BRIC Corporation. All right. So they have the most gold in terms of production. Then you have Australia. Then you have Russia. Then you have the United States. Then you have Canada. Okay. Then you have Indonesia. Then you have Peru. Then you have South America. And they got a few more. But I'm just telling you why that epidemic had to evolve or stem from China. Okay, because China is leading the way in that epidemic. All right, just so y'all know. So the US now has to compete. They have to compete. So they don't have a choice but spread, okay, the epidemic all over the US because China has already done the same thing. So corona is not the flu. The flu is the flu by itself. Corona is a global epidemic of gold, the gold standard, all right? The halo, so to speak, all right? Go ask Beyonce about that, okay? That the pandemic is nothing but just an economic strain. And I put a few videos in the link. You could go check that out for yourself, all right? It's literally an economic virus. It is not a virus of physical deaths, all right? It's a virus of the stock market dying because the fiat currency is dying. It's fading. The promissory notes, no value anymore. It doesn't have any value anymore. Okay? So much for you secured party creditors, huh? Like I told y'all, the best form of wealth is going back to the land, being self-sustained. But y'all gonna learn. Okay? It's only a virus of the mind. Okay? It's real because you make it real. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm saying that, yes, there is a flu going around, but it's not an epidemic of corona in regards to a flu. People are making it real with the propaganda that they're pushing all over the networks. That's what they are doing. All right? That's what they're doing. So, again, to reiterate, the coronavirus is only a gold rush. The world is going back into the gold standard. It's being backed by gold and silver. Okay. Now we have I'm just going to show you again countries, all right, that have, again, in gold, central banks ranked by largest gold holding. So even if China is producing the most gold, right now the US in tons, right now in their reserves, they are leading so far. Then Germany, and I'm not talking about in terms of production, I'm talking about in gold holding. There's a difference. You see, China has the highest rate of production in regards to tons, but the US has the most or the largest in gold holding. All right, 8,134 tons. Then Germany is next. Then Italy is next. Then France. Then Russia. Then China. All right. So let me stop sharing my screen here for a second, and I'm going to go back to the quarantine and why they are pumping so much money into the economy? Okay, that was a great question, by the way. The reason why they are pumping so much money into the economy is because when you go back to the Great Depression, all right, let's go back to FDR. When he took away the gold and the silver from everybody, what happened? There was a depression, all right? And people was wilding out. People was wilding out. So right now, they have to put, whether it may be, they have to militarize the police. They have to have all these safeguards in place. Because when it hit, remember Trump said, for America to be great again, America is divided. Trump said that. The country is divided. And the only way for the country to come back together is if they suffer. And I told y'all that about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago on YouTube. People thought I was crazy. You did. So now it's here. So people are about to get into suffering right now. Okay? So they're pumping all this money into the economy right now so that people could prepare themselves. So what I'm suggesting, once again, this is not about fear. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just giving you the facts. All right? Make sure you start stocking up on food that could last you for at least 4 to 6 months, 90 days, 3 months to at least 6 months. Water, non-perishable foods, okay? Because people are going to be in a panic, okay? They're going to be in a panic because the money that you have is not going to be worth anything. So even if you take it to buy the new form of gold currency, you have to use the fiat currency to do that. And the markup is so high. You see what I'm saying? The markup is so high. Let's just say if you right now, let's say if you got $10,000 in the bank, fiat currency, right? The promissory note. And the gold standard kick in. That $10,000 in fiat currency will not get you $10,000 in money that's backed by gold. It might only get you 1,000 or 2,000. So you went from being a 10,000-aire, okay, if that's a word, a 10,000-aire to literally a 1,000-aire or a 2,000-aire. So that means your money had no value. And that's going to happen all over the US. So all the rebellion and revolution you see going on around the world, that's what it was about. People, because it kicked in already. It's starting to happen in the US. So family, what I'm saying is this, start preparing yourself. Meaning, get non-perishable foods and get lots of water. All right, now I know a lot of people, may tend to want to go get into the carrot bars business. That's cool. I'm not going to knock anybody's hustle. I've been there. I've done that. And it's a thing where you have to constantly keep recruiting people. So if you stop recruiting people, you're not going to get paid. All right. My suggestion is this, like I've always been saying, okay, it's about unity. It's about coming together, growing food. We still got time, family. I keep telling y'all waiting until the universe, y'all waiting until the ancestors put your backs against the wall to come together. Because all y'all want to do is fight, debate, tear each other down, gossip, spread propaganda, not realizing one day you might have to come and knock on my door for some food. Because trust me, I keep telling y'all, all right, y'all think the universe keep playing. Whatever you put out there, that's what you're going to get back. So keep playing the games, all right? So we have to get back to the land. We have to get back to little communities. Absolutely, seed and soil. We have to get back to battering, okay? We have to get back to that because I'm telling you, it's here. Now, you can't say you didn't know. Like I've been telling you that for 2 years now. And I'm reminding you now And I'm going to tell you, like I told you 2 years ago, I will tell you today that I told you so, because I did. And everybody thought I was crazy. Everybody thought, now you're just spreading fear mongering. No. You see, you have to have insight and vision to see those things. You have to know how the system works in business. Okay? Just, man, you did. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And if you don't have a good understanding of how to run a business and how to invest, it's going to be a problem. So I'm saying we have to go back to where we were stronger. Where were we stronger? We were stronger as a community. All right? Individual families are going to suffer. Go look it up again. Go look it up. Put in YouTube. Trump said Americans are too divided and they have to suffer to come back together. Go prove me wrong. Trump said that about 2 years ago when I did the video and pointed it out. I was talking about. You see, that's why they don't like Trump, because Trump is speaking too much truth. They're speaking codes, but Trump just say things because he don't care. I'm not into politics, but I'm just telling you what it is. So with that being said, we still have some time. Okay, we still got time, but it's going to happen gradually. If it's a thing where people just get up in a huge surge, then guess what? They're going to shut everything down. They're going to shut everything down. They're going to close all the big stores, all the major stores that produce your food. They're going to shut it down. Trust me, they're ready. Okay? They are ready. So like I said, if y'all want to continue to play the games and fight each other, then you're going to learn the hard way. Y'all better put y'all differences aside and come together, because it's the only way we're going to make this as a people is if we come together. I've been telling y'all for the longest, okay? I don't care if it's 2 acres. I don't care if it's 3 acres. Come together, buy some land, okay? Get your solar panels. You see what I'm saying? Find some other way to produce electricity. Grow your own food. Literally, don't matter where you go. In some places, you may have to okay? The further down you dig, you will find water. Back to digging for wells when you get your land. It might be a little bit costly, but I'm saying it can be done. So that's why they pumped $1.5 trillion into the economy. Because they want people they want to ease up the panic. Oh, I'm making more money. I'm good. So people can relax themselves. And boom, they're going to hit you with it. All right? So I just wanted to come and give y'all that, man. Okay? Just wanted to come give y'all that. Just a little bit of information. Do as you make what you want with it. That's on you. All right? I cannot tell you what to do. You don't have to believe anything that I say. Go do your own due diligence and do your own research. Like I keep telling y'all, this game, all right, or it's not for the swift, but it's for those who endure. That's what it's about. Okay? And it's literally going to be about people who could, get into microgreens. Okay? There's a sister that does microgreens in New York, in a New York apartment. And she saves over $800 a month on food. Literally. So I'm going to try to get her to come on to do a live to talk about microgreens. Because some of you may be in the city. All right? I don't suggest that too much to be in the city. because it's easier to quarantine people in the city, control your movements. All right. But when you're on the land, you have more freedom. You have more flexibility. All right. Even if you go into the city and get your food and bring it back to the land, you feel me? Dig a hole and put it in the soil so that it could be preserved. Get non-perishable foods. You did. Family, this is real. Like I said, this is not fear-mongering. I'm just telling you this so that you could prepare yourselves. Make sure that your elders are in a place where they'll be taken care of. Make sure your babies. It's not a game, man. It's not a game. It's real. It's all over the airways, family. It's a global epidemic. It's happening all over the world. It is not a coincidence. It's a code. It's symbolic. The halo, the crown. All right? I keep telling y'all, this is the era, okay, or the age of enlightenment. That's what gold is about. Enlightenment. Certain ancestors drank liquid gold to deify themselves. You did. So with the consciousness or the awareness that's literally all over the world right now, it's about that. Okay? That's what it's about. Into a higher standard. And it's only those who get it, all right, that's going to be in it. You feel me? So for all those of you who are actually around here on this selfish and this greedy and this is mine and it's not yours and we was here, that don't mean a damn thing. A damn thing. Coming together, sharing resources, taking care of each other. What people don't realize, we don't live back in those days where every little individual group or clan had their own. No, the world is coming together as one, mentally, the universal mind. So if you're about that selfishness and that individuality, trust me, you will not witness heaven on earth. And personally, I cannot wait for that purge. I'm looking forward to it because some of you are just too evil and wicked and bad-minded. You need to be purged out. So I'm looking forward to it. I welcome Corona. Real talk. And that's facts. So all I'm just saying is it's time to come together. All right? Like I said, I don't care if it's 2 acres, 3 acres. Go to the seed banks. The Mormons have the highest, one of the highest or the biggest seed banks. Go get your seeds. Learn about microgreens. Okay? I don't care if you have to eat grass for the next 6 months while this thing literally, even Trump said, this might take up to a year. Family. All right. I'm just saying. His own word is said there. So I'm telling you, at least have food for up to 60 for non-perishable foods. Stop wasting your fiat currency on need. Stop water, non-perishable items. That's what you need to start doing. Okay? All right. So I'm going to conclude this video. Like I said, I just wanted to come drop this information for y'all. All right? Do as you may with it. But I'm doing this because I care. Because I love my people. You know, it's crazy that, you know, we seem to be always getting the worst end of the stick because we're not preparing ourselves. No one is teaching us the right things to do. And then when we find people who are doing that, we have so much people that's hating. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a big distraction. Just like the news. All right? It's all propaganda. Leave these people alone. All right? Come together. All right? So we could get through this epidemic. I know we can. But let's not wait until our back is against the wall. Someone asked, how do you make solar panels? Well, I don't know. You could, on YouTube right now, you can learn anything on YouTube. Anything you can learn on YouTube. You feel me? But I'm definitely going to invest in buying some solar panels and looking into other ways for self-sustained or self-created energy. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be looking into that myself, doing my own research. You did. All right? So I'm going to give this sister a call in New York. I'm going to get her maybe sometime next week or whenever so that we could do a video on microgreens. Like I said, the Mormons have the biggest seed bank. All right? For some reason, I don't know how. They seem to have the biggest database for ancestry, and they seem to have the biggest database for seed banks. But nobody's talking about that, though. You know what I mean? But I'm giving y'all the jewel. You dig. Okay? So get your seeds. All type of seeds you think you might need. Get your non-perishable foods. Get distilled water. You dig. It says, our back is against the wall. Someone just asked, how do you make solar panels and with a 1.5 trillion? Well, like I said, they're pumping money into the economy right now. You did? So people are going to think, well, oh, you know what? Oh, man, you know, the economy is doing great. No, they're setting you up for the fall. All right? That's what they're doing. They're setting you up for the fall. So when you fall, you'll have a little cushion. So it won't be so bad. All right? But they're going to have their people in place just in case something break out in terms of violence and people rebelling. All right? So just to let y'all know what's going on. All right? Don't take my word for it. Go do your own research. All right? This is your brother, Chief Kalanago. Once again, I do these things because I care and love my people. You know what I mean? And I want to see us do better. I want to see us succeed. I want to see us live life for a change. We deserve it. We have been through too much. You know what I'm saying? We have been through too much. You dig? Too much. We deserve a break. But remember, sometimes in life, you have to keep going through the fire to come out on the other side a champion. All right? And like I told y'all before, the universe is going to give us until our backs are against the wall when we have no choice but unite, because we don't want to do it of our own free will. You know what I mean? So the universe is going to teach y'all a lesson. Y'all don't want to come together? Y'all don't want to unite? All right, then. I got something for y'all. You know what I mean? For real. So that's just, again, another way of the universe telling us, y'all don't seem to be getting it. Be your brother's keeper. Be your sister's keeper. Learn to love and take care of each other again. You feel me? But a lot of you are going to miss that because you got too much hate. Too much. You feel me? But don't forget, sometimes you might have to come knocking on doors. So that's why I keep telling y'all, be careful how you treat people. Be careful, because that just might be the door that you have to come knock on for a glass of water or some food to eat. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I'm going to leave that with y'all. All right? Enjoy the rest of your continuation. Peace, love, harmony, and light.